1 live.
Alright, let's see here. There's a way, my boy.
Let me tweet this out.
Alright, check the Twitter. Yeah, reading Stone Toss's Twitter, and he's been posting. This is actually one of my favorite of all the comics that he did. Was this one right here? Because it's extremely true. You hear this all the time from bourgeois leftists who constantly say things like, "I support the working class." That they've never actually had a job in their lives. They've never encountered somebody who's working class. Then they meet an actual real blue collar worker, a real tradesman, a real professional working man, and they have nothing but contempt for them because that individual is everything that their socialism says is evil, you know. And Stone Toss has been posting that a lot today because he's been trolling Twitter for people who what they're doing is they keep finding pictures like this. Okay, it's going to take a while to load, but they find people who live in houses like that and make extremely disparaging comments toward them because of their.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that on Twitter. Yeah.
And it's all like, why are you hating on that person so much? You're the one who's it's so awful what the poor go through in this country. And I support the working class and all that kind of shit. And you see somebody who lives in conditions like this and you have nothing but contempt for them because their opinions are what you hate the most. And it's all like, how the hell do you do that? How do you go around all day long believing such contradictory things and you're able to live life like that? But then I remember how many of these people self-identify as having mental illnesses and self-identify as being clinically depressed and, on different kinds of medications. And I'm like, you know what? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I'd be able to live like that, the constant state of mental contradictions. Being to do.
So Nicholas keeps posting Madden hate in the Madden channel, and it's rustling some jimmies.
Well, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
For
I mean, playing Madden and liking Madden is one thing, but caping up for Madden is another thing. I don't understand how you can cape up for Madden.
Right. I mean, again, these guys are way too young to remember NFL 2K because the last NFL 2K game came out literally before they were born. I mean, they don't even remember Terrell Owens on the Eagles because he played his last game for them before they were ever even born, before their parents even got together.
Sometimes, yeah. I got a little something stuck in my teeth. I got to run upstairs and get it out. So go ahead and get the map set up, and I'll be right back.
Yeah,
all right?
Yeah, no problem. All right.
I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I am back. Alright.
Yeah. Alright, let me check the thing. The computer is like right behind us where we spawn.
Alright. So this is a big map, you said?
Yeah, 3 hours. There's a there's a first floor, a second floor, and a basement with tunnels. Let's see here.
Korshan, yeah, I make some YouTube money.
Okay. Remove the insect eggs and biomasses found in the tunnels. Some of them can be picked up, while others are attached to the wall and require the laser welder. Note that the insect eggs that can be picked up can explode and create green splats that must be cleaned up. There are no stacking areas in Pestilent Penitentiary. Yay! However, there's 27 USB drives.
Oh my god, dude, my character is 69 years old.
Nice.
Yeah, one, nice. Second of all, what is he doing working this kind of job?
That's the weed number. Is that dirt that we can sweep up? I'm gonna find a broom.
I have a broom already. You want it?
You're not gonna be able to give it to me, but try to sweep right here.
No.
Okay, the answer's no. Alright, fair enough. Okay, so yeah, this, I'm sure you've noticed flash drives right here. This is the computer where we spawned in at.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's 3 levels. There's a first floor, a second floor, and then these tunnels down here. You can see where the bugs came up from. I'm gonna go find the incinerator.
Yeah, I need the incinerator and the bucket machine.
Something strange. Oh, of course. Not playing any music.
James Harden was concussed, and that is a tragedy. But he was concussed because he had no honor, because he had no respect for the game, and God was watching.
Well, yeah.
Back before James Harden was considered the biggest flopper in NBA history, I remember the Meta World Peace thing.
The elbow. Oh man. Do you remember when RTC on NBAT was all like, "Hey, he flopped," and he probably did.
Well, I think he was going to flop. That was his intention. He was going to like get close to our test and then go down a lot harder than he wanted to.
And like the players knew that. They were well aware of how, you know, how these guys operate, how they behave.
Mm-hmm.
So that was probably the reason for the elbow. Was Artest despises that shit, and he's all like, you know what? You want to go down? I'll give you a reason. I'll give you a fucking reason to go down.
Yeah.
And do you remember after that shit?
Yo, are you there?
Happened.
Your audio cut out there a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
But yeah, I remember there was a big argument over whether or not Harden deserved it because he was a flopper.
Right. Everybody kept being like, "Oh my God, he could have killed him. He could have killed him. How could you do that?"
And then a few months later, when Harden flopped his way to the finals, they were like, he should have swung harder. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, think about how much better the NBA would be right now if Harden dropped dead on that shot.
Mm-hmm.
What an absolutely blessed occurrence that would have been. That's it.
My favorite is still Andrew Bynum on JJ Barea, though.
Oh, dude, that was the most fucking ridiculous.
He just immediately ripped his shirt off and started leaving the stadium.
Yeah, he knew he was out of there. He's like, all right. The way that it went down, I feel so certain. Okay, I found the incinerators.
Where is it?
I don't know how to describe it.
Is it on the first floor?
I don't know. I had to walk through the tunnels to get here.
Oh. Okay, I have stuff that needs to go into the incinerator.
Okay, we've got... Oh, the good news is there's 2 incinerators. That's nice.
Oh, nice. No,
so there's
Jack,
no
I didn't...
stacking area.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to destroy the crates and barrels that are in here because they're in my way. They're in my way big time. So, into the fire they go.
No, Jack, I did not watch any basketball today. I was busy sleeping and doing other stuff. I'm inclined to believe Curry's better than Harden, but that's really hard to evaluate right now because of the situation Curry is currently in, where his team is just so incompetent defensively, they can't win a friggin' game.
Oh, even though the aliens on this map don't look like the aliens from the Alien franchise, you know, the xenomorphs and all that shit,
Right.
their eggs do. It's really weird.
Well, Washi, chat is moving really fast, and I'm trying... I mean, my god, chat is flying right now. I'm gonna miss messages. Washi, what is your question? That's not a question, Washi. That's a statement. I can't answer that.
Yeah, I have a question. James Harden sucks.
Ryguy, thank you for the $5. When you said Portland is 4 hours from Seattle, that's actually incorrect. It's 3 hours, and if you time it right, it can be 2 hours. Oh, well, that's cool.
If you time it right, if you drive 88 miles an hour and travel back in time to before Seattle was a city.
Yes.
Save the world from its horror.
Okay, I'm going to start taking some of these big bodies to the incinerator, because I know that I'm going to clean all this crap up, and then I'm going to pick up the body, and it's going to spread blood everywhere, so...
Yeah, it's a real shame that there's no, like, map that you could see my location on, and that the only way that you can see where I'm standing is if I was, like, close to you or some shit. So, that's unfortunate, but...
Yeah, Shaq has been anything but elite this year, guys. He's been playing better lately, but Shaq was maybe the worst cornerback in the league early this season. I'm not joking.
You know what? Yeah, Shaq's 48, dude. He's not quite 50, but I don't know what you guys are expecting.
Yeah, that's definitely what we meant.
Well, what other Shaq could you possibly be talking about?
There's a guy named Shaquille on the Seahawks.
And he was named after Shaq, I guarantee it. His mother's probably a harlot and wishes that Shaq was actually the father of that kid. Okay, oh wow, I found the mop bucket section. Oh, hey, stay on the railing where you are.
Yeah.
You see me right here?
Yeah.
If you go through this door and then hang a right, you'll be able to see the location to go down in order to head to the incinerator. It's
down these
downstairs.
stairs? Down these stairs?
I'll stay where I was.
No, this is the intro. This is the start.
Get down to where I'm at.
Oh, okay. Where are you? Okay.
Right here. Okay, follow me. Down these stairs right here, through here, and then voila. 2 incinerators.
Why do we have 2 incinerators right next to each other? Can't we get, like, 2 of them spread out a little bit?
I think it's because there's a lot of garbage on this map that's very, very big. Because, like, estimated time, average time for this map is 3 hours, so it's probably like, you know what? Got some slack.
Washi, if we played the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, I have to believe the Chiefs would probably win, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I
you
think
know what
the
else
Chiefs
would happen is that
be tough to beat.
Patrick Mahomes would probably ride into the game on his flying unicorn, because if we're talking about fantasies like the Seahawks making the Super Bowl, well...
Yeah. Pretty much.
I mean, I know that the NFC is garbage, dude, but do you guys actually think that the Seahawks are the best team in the conference right now?
They're not the best team in the conference. That doesn't mean they can't win it. That's how this works. But no.
They're not even the best team in their division, man.
They're not even the best team in Seattle.
They're not even the best football team in Seattle with a man named Russell Wilson playing quarterback. Because that XFL team that they had a guy named Russell Wilson, and he was pretty good.
I have no idea how Shaquille got so much worse this year. Because this is his contract year, man. How do you suck in your contract year? This is the year you're supposed to pretend you don't suck so you can get paid like Jerome James.
Well, it's a really simple answer. He tried to not suck and he just choked.
Because
Why
the
did
thing
you
is,
close the door? Don't think I didn't hear that, boy. Don't close these doors.
can I throw these barrels
I've got
into the
6
incinerator?
million prisoners that I've got to get rid of.
Can I throw these barrels
We've
into
only-
these?
Yeah, there's no stacking areas. You can toss anything that you want on this map into the trash. There's nothing that we have to keep except for the flash drives.
Okay. Oh! Oh!
That was a bomb.
Okay then. Somehow I'm not dead.
Oh my god! What did you throw away?
I threw away a barrel!
Good lord. Well, now we know what it does.
Ryguy, Shaq has 3 picks.
Shaq has 3 picks. What were his 3 picks for his fantasy football team this year? And is it better than Barkley's?
Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, and Mike Allstott.
Some other guy named Manning, no relation, but I thought there was. That's why I picked him.
Mario Manningham.
Couldn't you just imagine Shaq saying that shit?
Mm-hmm.
So the guy named Manning, no relation. Thought there was. That's why I picked him.
Yeah, I like Shaq, actually.
I don't blame you. He's the best player on the Seahawks. Lord. No, I just realized something.
What?
We're cleaning up a prison. Why? The prisoners. Who cares what they think?
Well, some of them might be falsely convicted. Yeah, I mean, Kyle, I want to agree with you, but if we're not going to get Josh Gordon, then we're kind of tight on receiver because it's not as if David Moore has shown us anything to make us believe he can be a starting quality receiver. My brother bought me this game for Christmas for my birthday called Hades. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Oh no, I have heard of it.
Yeah, it's pretty popular right now. People like it a lot.
I think the reason it is popular is that there's a lot of like weird Zoyum propaganda bullshit in there.
Really?
From my understanding, I've never played it myself or watched anyone play it, so I don't know. But I'm inherently mistrustful of New Age games. There's too much postmodernism.
Well, what does postmodernism mean to you? Because what it means to me is that everybody is kind of bad. There are no definite heroes.
What postmodernism means to me is just basically everything wrong in the world. No, crap. Fucking footprint lag. Alright, I gotta start taking care of this as a warning.
Yeah, I need a friggin' mop bucket down here so I can start getting some of this. This is a nasty map. This is the nastiest map I've seen.
In order to understand what postmodernism is, you need to understand what modernism is. And modernism was basically the Enlightenment. It was the idea of the scientific method and all those intellectual advancements that humanity had made in and around the late 1600s, early 1700s. And postmodernism says that all those things that those guys thought up about the scientific method and there being an observable truth in the universe is false. Mm-hmm. Postmodernism thinks that there is no truth other than what we as human beings assign as being truth, which is complete horseshit. And that's a mindset that was spread originally by the philosopher Kant, and kind of like the foundation for a lot of retarded bullshit throughout the 19th century, most notably Karl Marx's stuff.
Yeah, like, when I think postmodernism,
So-
I kind of think, like, Metal Gear Solid 2 was kind of like that, kind of...
What I first think of when I hear postmodernism is a woman with pink hair and a bunch of tattoos and piercings who is screeching about a whole bunch of nonsense that doesn't matter as a replacement for her not being able to fulfill her own inner desires, which she's been taught her entire life she was bad for having them. No, it's essentially like a modern age kind of version of Dark Age. He's telling you that, you know, you should be ashamed for having an erection. Kind of a deal. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when I think of, like, postmodernism, it kind of makes me think of, you know, basically any media where there's no clear-cut hero, like something like Breaking Bad, or, you know, Parasite was a good example if you're looking at a recent film. In a way, I feel like postmodernism kind of started with Seinfeld, because that was the first sitcom or TV show in general that I know of that had protagonists that were not good people. I feel like that paved the way for a lot of stuff that came after, in terms of this idea of, hey, you can have a protagonist be not a good person.
That I don't believe that you're referring to postmodernism. It's something more along the lines of an artistic trend of trying to create new situations where, like you're saying, you know, instead of the old style westerns where there was obvious good guy, obvious bad guy, obvious good guy wore a white hat, obvious bad guy wore a black hat. So they were like, nah, it's morally gray, questionable characters. That is not postmodernism. It's a different thing.
All right. Like, when I like, it's kind of interesting because I actually feel like, and I've read a couple articles about this, like, Seinfeld paved the way for the shows like The Sopranos and Breaking Bad, because it was the first TV show to introduce the idea of, hey, you can be the protagonist but still be a crappy person. Because before Seinfeld, if you think about sitcoms, the protagonists of those shows were like Bill Cosby and The Cosby Show. They were I Love Lucy, you know, very, very simplistic. Yeah.
You already have a broom, right?
Yes.
Okay. Throwing these brooms away then. Into the trash it goes.
Yeah, I feel like if in real life a janitor walked into this prison and was like, you gotta clean this, I think he would just quit on the spot. Because this is like, I barely know where to start.
Most janitors in real life would take a look at this and then they would say, no hablo inglés, senor. Cool, a toilet. Oh, that was fast.
Okay, we're doing a pretty good job getting some of these footprints out of here, at least. Hello. Whoa. Okay, I just got completely screwed over by a visual glitch. That's not nice, but whatever. Sometimes life is not fair. You know, that's a good point, David. Archie Bunker. That's actually a good point, David.
No, Archie Bunker was it's a terrible example because Archie Bunker was created by the writer to be somebody who was bad, who the audience was supposed to hate against, because the writer was Rob Reiner, who's a retard.
Oh, but, yes, you're right. I read about. I listened to a podcast
right.
about this once. I almost forgot.
Instead, Archie Bunker ended up being the most liked character from that show and the hero of the show, because everything he was saying was completely correct, and everyone watching the show agreed with him. Which is why Rob Reiner was so pissed off.
Yeah.
It still hasn't let that go to this day.
Yeah, it's almost like Ron Swanson in Parks and Recreation.
Yeah, that's a good example.
Because I'm sure the writers created him to make fun of libertarians.
Yes, it did. Clear the pathway, because I'm coming down to the incinerator room, and I've got 3 mop buckets.
Okay.
I don't want to lose any of this water.
Okay. I'm just going to stand right here in the corner. Daniel, the jersey raffle does not start until January 1st.
I mean, I don't know why you guys are so excited over that in the first place. Oh my god, is it going on yet? Oh, is it too late yet? Blah, blah, blah. You're not going to win, dude.
Maybe so. I don't have a problem with them being excited, but yeah, it starts January 1st.
Poor kids, man. Mm-hmm. I remember when I was young and I thought I would win stuff. You'll learn.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. The jersey raffle is just a scam. I'm just trying to get your address so I can go to your house and F you in the butt. And
oh, my.
And get you in the bum. Just letting you guys know ahead of time. Maybe you're into that kind of thing.
Yes. According to the laws of the state of Washington, I am legally obligated to inform you. Bitty, 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 bum, bum. Bum, bitty, 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 bum.
Yeah, I read an article once from this guy who was recalling watching the first season of Seinfeld when it aired. And he remembered thinking, like, there's no way George Costanza is going to be a main character on this show because he's too neurotic to be a main character in a sitcom. Because he was used to sitcom protagonists like the cast of Cheers, The Cosby Show, etc. It was like, there's no way a character like this can be our main character, or one of our main characters.
Well, it's funny because Cheers, when it came out, was the most popular sitcom in the nation, and it still remains to this day one of the most popular sitcoms of all time. Mm-hmm. Yet you could not make that show again today, because Sam Malone being the main character would not work at all.
Mm-hmm.
I still think his character would be extremely attracted to women because, Bernie Sanders was right, but...
Was that oh god, I can't remember the names of Cheers very well. Was that played by Ted Danson, or was...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Played a former player on the Boston Red Sox. He was a relief pitcher, and he busted out of the league because he developed a severe alcohol problem.
Mm-hmm.
But his character was a ladies' man.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he owned the bar Cheers because while he was an alcoholic, he thought that buying a bar would be a really good idea,
And it wasn't.
Basically.
Oh yeah, Daniel, I don't think it's a surprise at all that Kyler isn't going to last long in the NFL. I don't think Lamar Jackson is either, for the same reason. They get hit too much and they're too small. They can't take it. I think Lamar's going to run into the same problem. You got to be able to take hits if you're going to be a running QB.
Yeah, so is Mahomes, because he's got those little Tweety Bird ankles.
He runs like a female. It is the strangest thing. Patrick Mahomes runs like a female.
I think it's because he plays every game with a plug. I just can't compete if I don't feel filled up.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Oh, dude, you can smash the bottles? Hell yeah.
Over or under 90 yards for DK? I'm going to say over. I'm going to say over.
Look at this shit. This is a stick-up.
God, this place is disgusting.
There's a fire in line. I'm tossing a barrel in there.
I'm tempted to blow myself up. Just stand in front of the, Nah. I'm gonna close the door. Oh, you knocked over my bucket. Oh! Okay, I just died.
Yeah, even if you close the door, there's still a little bit of space that you gotta give that.
Well, that was unfortunate. That room is now disgusting again.
Yes, the 69-year-old janitor will never age beyond that.
He had a good life. He had a full life.
Something like that.
Kyler's injury is not serious. He was flopping to try to get a call. He flopped trying to get that call. I knew it.
Yeah. That's what happens when a young QB doesn't have Ryan Fitzmagic back him.
Yep. I mean, Fitzpatrick didn't have to frickin' flop nothing. He got his face ripped off. And still made the throw.
That was like the most egregious face mask I've ever seen. What the fuck was wrong with that guy?
Yeah. Well, the thing was, if the completion wasn't made, it wouldn't have really mattered. So, the fact that they gave up the completion on top of it was just... like, what the hell?
Yeah. Oh, whoops. Fucking goddamn physics system. Son of a bitch, I lost 2 buckets out of that. God damn it. That is enraging.
Yeah, Daniel, that was lit. The last 5 minutes of that game were awesome as hell, man. So, somebody in chat tell me, if the Ravens win, and the Dolphins win, and the Browns win out, I mean, who gets in the playoffs? Which 11-5 team gets left off? Does anybody know?
The Browns, it's in the NFL's rule book that Cleveland always loses every tiebreaker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know, Washi. The Packers... The thing with the Chiefs is that even though they have a bad defense, they do have good pass rushers. So if they could get pressure on Rodgers, that game flips hard, I think. Ravens would be out. Wow, okay. So the Ravens can go 11-5 and miss the playoffs, and it wouldn't even be all that surprising. Talk about a team that got screwed over by COVID more than any other team.
Doubt. If they're getting screwed over by anything, it's because Lamar Jackson didn't poop enough. My God, could you just imagine that shit next year? Fucking, oh God, what's his name? Ravens coach.
John Harbaugh.
Yeah, that's it. The other Harbaugh. And he's just fucking feeding Lamar Jackson just constantly. Just feeding him and feeding him and feeding him. We gotta win this game, boy. I need you loaded up and ready to go. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Kyle, I don't know. Remember, the Bills may rest starters in Week 17. It's possible. The Dolphins might get a free win against Buffalo in Week 17. It depends on what Buffalo has to play for it. I think it depends on Pittsburgh.
Yeah, what you need to realize is that Miami's getting a free win anyway, because the Bills don't stand a chance.
Buffalo, Buffalo, Buffalo. Buffalo, Buffalo, Buffalo. No, wait, it's Buffalo, 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 Buffalo. Whoa, what the hell happened over here?
Oh, that's 3 buckets of dirty water that I upended as I was tossing it into the incinerator.
Yeah, the physics system has not been behaving today.
Yep. There's just too much shit on this map is why.
I like this map, actually, because everything's pretty clear, but there is so much.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
What would you say you consider to be the greatest Simpsons episode ever?
That's a hard one because it's been so long since I've watched one that I like that I forgot what the ones that I like were like.
Well, the ones that are good are pretty iconic.
Whichever one had steamed hams in it.
25 stories.
No, seriously, like my fucking what I think about The Simpsons now is less the episodes that I like and more the memes that have survived.
Mm-hmm.
I like lemon posting, I like sugar posting, I like Mendoza posting.
Mendoza!
Exactly.
Yeah, Korshan, it's possible we can rest starters week 17. Time will tell. Lisa needs braces. Washi, I might.
Please don't be retarded. Thank God.
Lisa needs braces. Dental plan.
Understand. Where is this greatness I've been told?
Hey, if we have the opportunity to rest starters week 17, I will take that opportunity every single time. I do not care one iota about a 12-4 record if 12-4 has no functional difference from 11-5.
God damn it.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, can't walk around that. Terrible idea to put it in the middle
Yeah, the tunnels are gonna suck.
Wow. Out of dirtiness. Where'd I put my buckets? There.
You have selected power drive, power drive, power drive.
Hell yeah. I love that shit. Yeah. I'm a big fan of the dank Miss Simpsons edits. My all-time favorite one's the Dr. Zayas one, I'll show you.
Oh, I've seen that one, believe me. That one's pretty legendary on the internet.
Ooh, help me, Dr. Zayas. Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas.
You know, the funny thing is, I can't even remember the context of what that... Dude, you just killed me. Dude, come back here. You just...
No way!
You just killed me with your mop.
How?
I don't know, but I'm dead. And I just respawned as a
man.
24-year-old, so that's probably a step in the right direction, but you just killed me with your mop.
Nice.
What in the hell? I don't know what to say about that.
Me? I think you're crazy. Want a second opinion? You're also lazy.
Yeah, I remember Dr. Zayas, obviously. I don't remember what the context was of the episode.
Oh, They went to go see. I'm pretty sure that was the episode where Troy might have been dating Marge's sister, and they went to the Broadway musical or something to support him or whatever, and he was fucking doing the Planet of the Apes, the musical.
Planet of the Apes was maybe my favorite movie when I was really young. It was one of the first movies I ever saw that made me really, like, think about things that weren't just superficial when it came to film watching.
Yeah, like, man, that lady in the monkey suit is hot. How you became a furry.
No, Disney movies make kids furries. Like, look at The Fox and the Hound.
Clear the firing line, barrels going up.
Okay.
Holy shit. Okay, well that's why you close the door when that thing explodes. I had no idea.
What's the matter?
Oh man, there's ash everywhere. There's like 5 little fire tail things going around. So yeah,
That is wonderful.
close the door and then haul ass when you toss those things in there. Jesus.
I'm still trying to figure out how you killed me with your mop.
I don't know either. Ooh, help me, Dr. Zayas.
Oh my god, my right arm. Numb arm, numb arm, numb.
Yep. Alright, clear the firing line. Here it comes. Ow. That thing ever gonna go? What the fuck? Hello? Whatever. There we go.
Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas.
Basically.
Marge, is Lisa at Camp Granada? That's an amazing gag, actually, when you think about it. There are many layers to that gag.
Gonna bring some more mop buckets down. Best of times, it was the blurst of times, it was the best. Best of times, it was the blurst of times, it was the best.
Are they booing? No, sir. They're saying boo earns.
Well, if you think about it, the episode where Homer becomes the Union leader was pretty iconic, too.
Yeah,
that was the one that had the dental plan in it.
Yeah. Yeah, Homer at the bat. Iconic.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. Like when Mr. Burns is trying to teach the guys how to bunt.
Yeah. I liked... Man, like... It really is sad that the guys who created The Simpsons are a bunch of raging liberals, because that show is so pro-nuclear family, or at least it should be, on the face of it.
Yeah. Well, that's because society was, back when they made that show. If they made The Simpsons nowadays, these guys would not fucking make it the way that they have. What I think's weird is that their celebrity worship actually made it so that Lisa's character has been held hostage for almost 20 years. I'm sure you remember where Paul McCartney had his little gag cameo appearance on the show.
Yeah.
And he demanded, he said, if I'm going to be on the show, then Lisa has to be a vegetarian for the rest of her character's existence.
I remember that.
And what's really funny is that through doing that, they turned Lisa into the most insufferable character. And that's not just in the opinions of the fans. It became literally her character was to be insufferable. Everybody hated her.
They even made fun of her. Like, remember the one episode where the kids make a football team?
Right. Then there's this other one where fucking Mr. Burns is just trying to make small talk. And then she starts doing the whole thing. He's like, my God, are you always on? Like, Jesus, calm the fuck down. And, you know, we have that because their celebrity worship continues. Like, literally, what is the worst that could happen if they just said, haha, thanks for being on our show, idiot. And we're not going to listen to what you wanted us to do. Like, what's he going to do, sue him?
I mean, at this point, they'd probably have a vested interest in having her be a vegetarian if they, you know. At this point, it is probably part of her character.
I don't know. Everything sucks.
Like, I remember in, God, what was it? This was less than 10 years ago. They had Rachel Maddow as one of the guest stars. And they made her look all attractive and stuff. And, like, not how she looks in real life at all.
Yeah.
And that's when I kind of knew. I smelled a rat.
Sad, to be honest.
A very specific kind of rat, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. A rat that makes you wonder why it is that people voted for Mustache Man. Okay, I feel like I've done enough cleaning for now. I'm gonna take out the laser welder and start making a mess. Son of a bitch. I have a plan, John. Fuck it. I don't care.
I am Carvalho.
You have selected power drive. God damn it. Why is this so fucking difficult to fucking keep these things in this bucket? Literally, 2 flash drives don't stay inside this bucket. They keep fucking physics warping their way out of it. Out of an empty mop bucket. The hell does this make any sense? Match, dude. Jesus Christ. Hey, prisoner 420. That's the sex number. So I'm assuming your chat's pretty much dead since...
No, it's actually very active right now.
Oh.
Tomorrow's kind of the game of the year, so... Seahawks buzz is at an all-time high.
How do you know it's the game of the year now if they haven't played it yet? It's probably gonna suck.
That's true. And, you know, I was talking to my dad about this recently. The Simpsons is probably going to keep going for a while now because during COVID, it's one of the easiest shows to make. Because, like we've talked about, COVID's not going to go away anytime too soon because of all the bullshit.
Yep.
So shows like The Simpsons can still be made, but other TV shows can't.
Sad, isn't it?
I don't blame you, Pigeon. Me, personally, because I do what I do on YouTube, I'm probably going to be stuck watching the whole game tomorrow no matter what, but, there's definitely stuff that can happen that could irritate me. But you know what? I'll be here after the game, no matter what happens, to talk about it and to stream video games with snacks. Because that's what professionals do. Why is everything on fire in this tunnel?
Oh, because...
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
That's how you get rid of the eggs. Just making sure I didn't fuck anything up. Okay. By the face and 500 samurai surrounded and outnumbered. Oh shit!
Now I would walk 500.
It's an annoying sound.
I know. It is.
Okay, let's see here. Alright, I've got a plan.
Alright, I'm starting to make a real dent into this. This is going well. Oh, god dang it. These buckets get disgusting so fast.
Yeah.
Triple JM, I have never had chili in a mug. I've only had chili in a chili. Or whatever. I do like chili, though.
Oh, yeah. Ew. There we go.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Kyle on this one. I would let all three of those players walk. Unless they're playing for a lot, unless they're willing to play for a lot less than I anticipate. I really would. All three of those players look pretty replaceable to me.
It led to the Patriots not being good right now.
But none of those players are that good.
Let's do it.
Okay, but the difference with that comparison is the Seahawks are currently the worst team in the league, and the Patriots were good. So I don't think...
Yeah, I agree. No, seriously though, who wants to pay like $50 million a game for the elderly version of Gronk?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the worst idea anyone's ever had.
Mm-hmm. You know what I always thought Shaq should do after he retired from the NBA?
Hang himself? No. I don't know what.
I always thought he should have gone to play in the Europe League. Just to see what he could have done. He could have played a year for Barcelona or something.
Yeah, but I don't think Shaq would have enjoyed European cuisine too much, because they don't fry things like we do here. Everything's boiled and tasteless.
That's true.
If he played in the Chinese league, they would have forced him to say after every game that Yao Ming was better.
It was so disappointing when Yao Ming caped up for the Chinese regime, but I guess you can't exactly say it's surprising.
Yeah, because if he didn't, you know, his wife and children would have been thrown into jail for the rest of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you remember that one guy who was part of Stalin's regime that I was
The unpersoned
telling
guy?
you about?
The guy who got
What?
unpersoned?
Hey, what?
The guy who got unpersoned?
No. The crazy rapist.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I cannot balance this fucking crate inside these tunnels. How am I supposed to pick up trash in here? This thing just fucking falls over immediately. What the fuck? Okay, that's enough.
What's the matter?
Just this physics system is driving me insane. I can't take it anymore.
I just fell down this hole because of the physics system. Well, not the physics system, excuse me. The glitches. The unbearable amount of glitches.
Yeah. Say that shit again. Why is there so much blood everywhere? What the fuck?
It's because when you carry bodies around, they leak blood everywhere.
Oh.
It cannot be helped. My favorite snack? That's a tough one. I like club crackers.
Pretty fond of Cheeto Puffs. Just hate that it makes my mouth hurt after I eat them. Still eat them though, 'cause I'm an idiot.
Well, that's like my mom. She's allergic to alcohol, but she still drinks sometimes.
Oh, not necessarily, because I'm not allergic to Cheetos Puffs. It's more like the flesh inside your mouth, especially the roof of your mouth, is, you know, it's not like a hardened callus. You know, it's pretty soft, and you know, if you eat a small amount of Cheetos, it's not a problem. But if you eat a large amount, then it hurts your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people experience the same thing with cereal.
Yeah, guys,
why
if you want to know something about the NFL playoff picture, just play with the playoff machine on ESPN. The ESPN playoff machine knows all and tells all.
Right.
It is completely pointless for you guys to fight about who gets what seed when you can literally go to a simple-to-use machine on ESPN that will tell you everything. Stop fighting about stupid stuff that is easily resolved. Fight about stuff that matters. Like about how Bill Clinton is a rapist.
Infowars.com. Nah, I agree. You know, there's much more important things to be concerning yourself with in life. And if this is the kind of thing that upsets you, you know, life's going to be very difficult for you.
Elena, my mother is Korean. My dad is Caucasian.
Oh, thank you. It's just what I always wanted. Fucking hell. Just give me a goddamn box of Why? Why is this fucking thing spinning? Cause the fucking...
What happened?
This box came out and it has a leg stuck inside of it. Like, warping through it. So the thing's having a horrible physics disaster glitch taking place. Ugh.
It's a shitty job, but someone's got to do it. Hey, God loves you. What's up?
Yep. I'm not even taking any of the shit to the incinerator. I'm just sort of like stacking everything up where it's at. Because I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay in this area and clean it all.
Okay, I'm gonna run upstairs real quick to get something to eat.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Not a bad idea. I'm thinking of doing the same thing myself.
Mass, why would you move Ugo back to free safety when he's playing so well at his current position?
Who? Did you say Ugu? Who's that? Isn't that what you say when you ask somebody if you're Kawhi? Translator's note, Kawhi means cute. Guys in the tunnel snakes. Tunnel snakes rule. Don't you fucking dare. God damn it. Fucking physics system.
Alright, I'm back. My mom got these type of snack crackers. They're called a chicken and a biscuit.
Yeah, I know those.
Not impressed.
Same.
I've never had them before, and I no longer feel like I missed out on anything.
My mom used to eat those a lot too, and like you said, they taste like shit.
I don't hate them, I just don't think they're very good. Oh, snacks. I've been meaning to ask you. I know you generally like Star Trek, or at least most Star Trek stuff. So, what do you think of Galaxy Quest?
I really liked it, not because of how much it's like Star Trek, but because I really like Alan Rickman. I thought he did a great job in that movie.
Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously, it's a loving parody of Star Trek.
Yeah.
Like, there's no getting around that, but, oh yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Triple, I don't like onion rings, so definitely fries.
Why don't you like onion rings?
Yeah, they have a little bit of a bite to them that I don't appreciate.
Oh, yeah, you probably just don't like onions.
Nah, I'm not a big onion guy, no.
Yeah, well, that would explain it. It's like, that's how it is with everything, you know? It's like, if you don't like the base ingredient, you're not gonna like the more extensive recipe designed around it.
I will say, I don't care for tomatoes, but I do appreciate ketchup.
I love tomatoes, man.
Yeah, guys, win or lose tomorrow, be prepared for the Seahawks team to have to play the Rams again in the playoffs. It's very likely.
You know what? I kind of made myself really upset just now.
Why?
Talking about food, and I'm really hungry. But nothing's open, because it's what, like 11 o'clock right now?
Yeah, 11:30.
Yeah. The only places that are open are places that are absolute shit, and I'm not going to go there and eat their crap.
Just run to 7-Eleven, man.
Oh, hell no.
I used to eat a lot at 7-Eleven because I worked right next to one for a while.
It might not be the worst idea in the world to buy something that's like just an actual snack that's like not 7-Eleven made crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I might do that to go buy some Cheetos, since we were talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Still be disappointing to do, though. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? Where the hell am I? Oh.
KP, are you being serious? Okay, I was about to say, like, what the hell? You don't want to do that, dude. Come on. You don't want to delve further into degeneracy for Christmas. I understand we're all a little degenerate, but don't use Christmas to celebrate it.
Yeah. What's going on?
No, KP just said for Christmas I got Pornhub Premium.
That's...
And then he said, I'm just joking.
Oh, that's really sad.
Mm-hmm. There is probably someone out there who did get it for Christmas and is very happy about it.
Well, yeah, there's lots of coomers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I can't stop cooming.
I'm calculating.
Basically. Yikes. Oh, I've got leftovers from yesterday I can reheat. What am I talking about? Microwaved prime rib, baby.
Ooh, I had prime rib yesterday too. It's great, isn't it?
To be completely honest with you, I am a little disappointed. I mean, it was good, and it's prime rib, so I mean, it's fine, whatever. But what I wanted to do was have duck. All the fucking butcher shops are closed. Thanks, Gavin. I hate it. If I ever get the chance to punch Gavin Newsom in the face, I don't give a fuck how much time I'm gonna spend in prison. I will rear back and fucking send that shit, man. It's like the guy that took a shit on Nancy Pelosi's driveway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you get the opportunity, like, dude, fuck the consequences. Goddamn, these people have ruined our lives.
Yeah. I mean, think about the dude who used a samurai sword to murder that communist politician in Japan. He died.
Oh, man.
And he knew he was going to die.
Yeah. Wasn't that guy posthumously honored by the emperor?
I'm not sure.
Extraordinary sacrifice for Japanese society.
I'm not sure, but he did write on his prison wall before he killed himself, "But that I have but 7 lives to give for my emperor," or something like that. "Long live the emperor. I wish I had 7 lives to give for the emperor," or something like that. What a based man.
I get it. You know, the whole. I regret that I have only 1 life to give for my country.
Razor Fist went on a long rant today on Twitter about how JFK was actually terrible and conservatives need to stop pretending to like him.
Yeah, that's 100% accurate. See, the reason that they like him is because they're fucking boomers and they were raised to like him. They can't help it. But he's exactly correct. JFK was like a worse version of Bill Clinton. No.
Like he was posting some people say like, oh, he was about to pull us out of Vietnam until he died, and Razor Fist was saying like, no, he was writing up every potential plan, and one of those plans was yes, pulling out, but he also had every other potential plan under the sun written up for what we were going to do about Vietnam. So
Nixon did the exact same thing. So that's why a lot of people they think that Nixon was this horrible, horrible guy because they listen to the Watergate tapes, and you know a lot of those feature Nixon discussing every possible option that they could use in the Vietnam War, because that's what Nixon believed in. Is, you know, much like JFK, he's all like, look, you know, it's my job as a president to consider all of our options. One of the options was all out, full-scale nuclear war with the Vietnamese. And that was on the Watergate tapes, and people were like, Jesus Christ, Nixon, you fucking maniac, what the hell's wrong with you? And it's all like, dude, he's the president of the United States. He has to discuss these kinds of things.
Yeah, I actually, in my experience, outside of the Watergate stuff, liberals don't dislike Nixon that much. They actually appreciate a lot of the ways in which he governed.
Yeah, because see, that's one of the things, is that they just don't actually know enough about what he did as a president beyond Watergate to even be able to, and they don't even know anything about what it's part of the overall fucking problem with education in this country today, is that people don't want to educate themselves. They just wait for somebody else to tell them what to think. This is one of the things that I was going to tell you about. Was Glow had posted in his Telegram another book that he wants everybody to read. It's called Medical Nihilism. It's all like, this is important to read because the whole reason for reading it is to the purpose of the book is to get you to mistrust medical professionals, and that's something that's going to be extremely important for the next decade, because if this virus has showed us anything, it's that the people who work in the medical profession are absolute fucking idiots, and the last thing that you want to do is entrust your life to TikTok nurses. And that was 100% accurate, so I'm looking forward to reading that book soon. Anyway, he doesn't keep it in there like forever when he posts a PDF link. Because I mean, we're getting the books for free, and I can't do that kind of shit, so I get it. But I download them so that you guys don't have to. So I got a shitload of stuff. This forbidden knowledge, you know, shit from Mustache Man, Julie Savola, Jonathan Bowden, lots of people that you're not supposed to know about. Anders
Breivik.
Not necessarily, but they do got some stuff from Uncle Pat in there. No, like I said, forbidden knowledge. There's a whole reason he's sharing it, because he's all like, believe me, guys, this is not going to be around forever. This shit's going to be gone in a second.
Anders Breivik was the guy who originally said freedom and equality cannot coexist.
Basically. Because people are not equal, and that's just on an inherent fucking genetic level. People are not equal. You know, there's a difference between men and women. There's a difference between most ethnicities and races. You know, but that's the funny thing is you can talk about it if it's something positive. So like, oh yeah, you know, blacks are really athletic. They're really good at athletic things. It's a positive, so you're allowed to talk about it. But then you say, well, you know, worldwide, blacks also do not have very high IQs. And then you say, well, you know, the IQ test is racist, set up specifically so that blacks are not able to score highly. And you're like, but wait a minute, you know, if white people were fucking around with the IQ test in order to do some shit like that, then why is it that Asians score higher than whites do? It's like, well, you know, Asians genetically, they're just so much smarter. And
well, you can make a pretty strong. You can make a stronger argument for Asian privilege in America than you can white privilege.
Yeah, there's a lot of ridiculous shit out there. But that's the thing, you know, is that there used to be a time where if you thought that something was strange, you could ask questions. The whole reason that I'm talking about it right now is I'm like, hey, you know, I don't care if you guys agree with me or not. I'm asking a question because chances are very good you've never heard anybody ask the question. Because you're not allowed to. Why not?
I remember one time on this old message board I used to post on. This was like 17 years ago, probably. It was called Game Revolution. It was a small video game website that had a forum. And I got pretty integrated into the forums community. I had made probably over 10,000 posts on there by the time I left after like 5 years there. And I remember one time somebody made a topic. This was like 04, 05. And the question he asked like was, should gay people be allowed to use public restrooms and locker rooms? And everybody was just like, oh my god, I can't believe you're asking this.
Unfathomably based.
And then he would ask like, okay, to the people who think they should, why do you think that? And then they were just like, because that's the way it is. Now somebody please delete this topic.
Right. And I see exactly why he's doing that. Like, that guy may or may not have even believed in what he was saying himself. It doesn't matter. What matters is that people who are not able to articulate why they believe in something are just they're just believing in it because they were told to. If they're not able to explain their own thought process, how it is that they came about to think that, and chances are they don't know why they think that. And it makes them extremely uncomfortable when you start asking them to figure out why they think that. This reminds me of this one guy that I used to work with. He was fucking hilarious. He was a black guy, and every time somebody new would come in to work, he'd always try to fuck around with them and try to make it out like they were racist. Then he'd ask the question, hey man, what are you, some kind of racist or something? They'd always say the same thing. They'd be like, no, I'm not a racist. And he'd be like, oh, why not? Not that way.
Guys, a seahawk is an osprey, okay? There's a bird called an osprey. It's also known as a seahawk. Now, hopefully that settled the question once and for all.
I mean, the alternative was naming it the Seattle Seagulls, and that's not very intimidating. I said it earlier in the Discord. I think that the Detroit Lions should be forced to change their name to something less intimidating.
Yeah.
Because they are not living up to the name of the Lions at all throughout their entire franchise history. What an awful, awful club.
The Detroit
diapers. That's pretty.
The Motor City.
Pretty close.
The Motor City.
The Motor City mess.
The Motor City Pussies.
What the? Goddamn fucking physics, fucking piece of shit. It did it for
I actually made that topic.
Ultra misogynistic.
I actually made that topic on the old GameFAQs board 8 a few times. just to see what kind of reactions I could get.
You would unlock the Ultra Massaging Instinct?
No. I made the topic, should gay people be allowed to use public restrooms and locker rooms?
Wow, that's pretty based.
Yeah, I did it on board 8, which was the GameFAQs contest board, just to see what would happen. And I got an honest-to-God, like, serious discussion about it for about 50 posts. And then the gay guy came in and got mad.
And then the homo came in.
Yeah.
And was so angry that people were asking him why he was obsessed with having poop sex that he just couldn't help himself. And Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, Y2K, that was one hell of a game. It was one hell of a game. Yeah. And it's like, the argument he made when he came into the topic was like, if you want to know why, just ask the same question, except say, should black people be allowed to use public restrooms and locker rooms? And I was like, you do realize it's not the same thing, right?
Right. It's not even close to being the same thing.
You know why
this
this is
a
a false...
black. You chose to be gay.
Yeah. It's a false equivalency, and you know it. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I absolutely think gay people should be allowed to use public restrooms. If for no other reason, then what are they going to do? Just hold it in all day?
Yeah, I think they should be allowed to use public restrooms also, so that people can see how gross they are. God damn it. Nah. Me, I don't care. You know, I don't ever favor imposing restrictions on other people, because I know that if I do, eventually restrictions will be imposed upon me, and I just want to be able to go about my business.
Kyle, I think he'll ask for a fleshlight, and I think we shouldn't give it to him.
What the hell are you talking about?
Somebody in chat just asked me, what do you think Jamal Adams will ask for? And he's asking for what kind of contract will he ask for, because his contract's up in a year. But I decided to be a jackass.
Yeah. I respect it.
I mean, fleshlights are very valuable. You should definitely not just give anybody a fleshlight.
I don't know. I was really disappointed with mine. It's like a lot of extra work, or not feeling that much better than just your own hand.
I liked it a lot when I lived alone because it was easy for me to go clean it afterwards, but now that I live here, there's no way I can use it.
4 sets of guts in a row from the bomb bucket dispenser.
Mofo. That's not
Jesus.
good.
Yeah, like... Ugh. Guess I could turn on like no clip or something to be able to get back up there. Because the only way to get to the upstairs level is just going through this exact one set of fucking stairs constantly. It's so annoying. Ugh.
Do you know if these old mattresses need to get thrown away?
They're not trash, no. Like I said, when in doubt, go for your sniffer. You're probably not going to pick anything up on them. I didn't.
Kyle, Jamal didn't want to negotiate a contract when we first traded for him because he knew if he waited he could get more money. He would not have taken a contract extension offer because he wanted to play a couple seasons here first.
Betting on yourself almost always works. Like, the only time it didn't was for Melvin Gordon.
And maybe Dak Prescott, but he's still going to get paid.
Yeah, there's no question Dak's going to get paid. Like, Melvin Gordon's an idiot.
Yeah. Clowney bet on himself, and that didn't work out at all.
I don't know if I would agree with that. Because, as far as I'm concerned, Clowney being in the NFL at all is working out for him.
Kyle, I think that depends a lot on what Jerron Reed does the next few games he gets to play. Like, I kind of alluded to this in my video today, but if he goes out and has a big game tomorrow against the Rams, then he can...
What the hell was that noise? Did you hear that shit?
Yeah, that was the elevator.
Oh, okay.
Chill
I'm
out,
scared as fuck. It sounded like an animal roaring or something. I was like, oh god, we're finally gonna be attacked. It finally happened. Editor's having flashbacks. Oh god. Son of a... Fuck it!
You okay?
Yeah, the mop bucket, I was trying to get it over the rail so that I could jump down like this,
Mhm.
and it caught on the rail and spilled.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty shit everywhere.
Like, betting on yourself in sports is good for no other reason than the cap keeps going up, so the amount of money you can get paid for a certain level of play keeps going up. You don't even have to improve. You just have to be stagnant.
Yeah. Yeah, betting on yourself worked out great for Jimmy Butler.
Remember Timofey Mozgov?
Oh, yeah.
$30 million a year to be some old, white, irrelevant stiff who could barely get on the court.
Yeah. That was back when the NBA thought that their revenue wasn't going to go down, so they were just handing that shit out like candy.
Mm-hmm.
That was hysterical. Oh my
God damn
god.
it. I'll get that.
You gotta watch. Jesus Christ.
Give me a second, I'll get that.
Okay.
This level is hard, man. This is the hardest level we've done yet.
Yeah, just because there's a lot of, like, inconvenient things that you gotta do.
God, these bodies have infinite blood as you're carrying them. Like, they never stop leaking all over the place.
Yeah, I agree, it's pretty annoying. I don't see a way to deal with all the bodies that are on the second level, other than just tossing them down.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
And it's going to create a huge mess.
Who cares?
Well, whatever. I guess.
Yeah, Joakim Noah got 20 mil a year in 2016.
I call him Joakim, because it's close to joke.
Luol Deng was another good one.
Yeah. That was the whole reason for the "We Got Cheese at Home" meme, was because the Bulls were giving out these retarded contracts to all sorts of role players, and they didn't want to pay Derrick Rose.
Mm-hmm.
And that was before he got fucked up, so it didn't make a lick of sense.
We got cheese at home, Derek. Bismarck Biombo got 18 million. I don't remember that. I believe that it happened, but I do not remember that. That's pretty bad.
There have been so many guts coming out of the trash and bucket dispensers tonight.
I know. I know, it's... Nicholas Batum got 25 million. Wow, I remember Batum.
So do I.
Trailblazers fans thought that he should be like a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year or something.
Yeah, Blazers fans are retarded.
Mm-hmm.
We know that when they started expecting things out of Hassan Whiteside. Try to warn him.
Hassan Whiteside.
Yep, exactly. Like, oh, you Heat fans are just jealous, man. You're just jealous that we stole them from you. Like, you guys are fucking retarded. You're gonna find out real quick. Sure enough, they did. God. Shit everywhere. How?
Yeah, John Wall living the life, getting paid $40 million a year to sit on the couch.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Luol Deng is still on the Lakers payroll. I remember that. The biggest meme of all time.
Didn't he get a ring too?
You know, I'll bet he did.
Oh no, I just reminded myself of how cursed this timeline is. Dwight Howard, NBA champion.
Mm-hmm.
Rajon Rondo with 2 rings.
It's a tragedy.
Yeah. LeBron should be ashamed of himself.
He is every morning when he wakes up and looks himself in the mirror.
Pretty much. What about Anthony Davis? You remember when this guy was supposed to be the next big thing? Everybody said he's going to be future GOAT. He's going to be the greatest big man of all time. And he's just like comfortably LeBron's fucking fat girl at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Not even good enough to be Robin.
Kyle, it's late, dude. It's almost midnight. And we got a big game tomorrow, and there are early games that people want to watch. Like, people went to bed, bro.
What did he ask, if you were going to pull an all-nighter?
No. He was like, why did chat die? It was going so fast like half an hour ago. And I'm like, people probably went to bed.
Yeah, I mean, they fell asleep. That's why we play the janitor game. And my dulcet tones lulling everyone to sleep.
Chat is going so fast, nobody will notice if I say that I'm as gay as springtime.
Oh man, I love that meme. I especially love saying it in chats where it's not going fast. Good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna reheat some prime rib here. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed. The places that sell duck, obviously, you know, they didn't have anything going on. They were closed. So I was like, well, that sucks. Maybe I can go find a nice ham somewhere. I'm not gonna buy crappy Walmart brand ham. You know.
I like ham.
I tried looking to see if there was a place other than Walmart selling it, and there wasn't. Oh yeah. What?
Oh, big dog. Score predictions are tough, man, but I don't know. I'll go Seahawks 420, Rams 69. Is it just me, or have I not seen a single bullet hole on this map yet?
There's not any.
Oh.
The laser welder's there because of the egg nests. You have to burn those up. The eggs you don't have to burn, But you can see there's like all this weird shit around there that has to be burned up with the welder.
Mm-hmm. Okay, my ears are burning up right now, so I'm going to take the headphones off. So the audio quality might decrease for a little bit for people in the chat, because Snacks is now going to be fed through the microphone. But my ears are killing me. I need to take this headset off for a little bit.
I'm extremely used to wearing headsets. I've been doing it every single day of my life for the last 5 years.
I'm used to it too, but if I do it for too long, it's just like, ugh. God damn it, more guts.
You need to get a comfortable headset. What headset are you using?
It's not that it's uncomfortable, it's just my ears get hot, dude. For some reason, my ears run hot. They just always have.
Oh.
I don't think there's anything that can be done about it. Unless I want to get a headset that has like a coolant system, which I don't even know if that's a thing. That'd be based, though. Like a liquid coolant system.
Waiting for my food to cook. There's nothing on. This is a tragedy.
Nothing.
It's not even anything good on HBO, dude. Ugh.
Yeah, we activated our HBO Max. I need to go through it and see if there's anything good on there. I don't even know if they have like.
Never mind. For the last time, for the first time in years, literally years, I kind of wish that I had Showtime. Because check out all these movies that are playing on Showtime right now. We got Nicolas Cage, National Treasure. We got Apollo 13. We got Reservoir Dogs. We got 1917. We got Armageddon. That's all that's going on right now.
That's not bad. I'm not a fan of Reservoir Dogs, but 1917 was good. I saw that. I've seen that a couple times now.
Meow. Hey, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. It's my kitty. Come on. Up you go.
Didn't you hear my cat? She's saying hi to you.
A little bit. Yeah, Biohazard. I watched the new Wonder Woman yesterday. I still don't really know how I feel about it overall. It's paced very weirdly. I would even go as far to say as poorly. And I don't know why it needs to be 2.5 hours long.
Wait, was that movie seriously 2.5 hours?
Yes.
Dog. Why? Look, the only superhero movie that should ever be that long is The Dark Knight. This isn't a Christopher Nolan film. What could you possibly...
Well, there's a lot of like, hey, look, it's the 80s stuff going on. You know, it's like, hey, there are people wearing weird costumes doing rollerblading and yoga in public places.
I know what it is. Hey guys, it's the 80s. Here's all these homosexuals inventing AIDS.
In a manner of speaking. But on the other hand, the special effects looked better than they did in the first one, because the special effects in the first Wonder Woman looked like poo. I thought I was really going to hate how they brought Chris Pine back, and I didn't. They actually found a way to do that in a way that didn't bother me at all, and it made sense, and it was actually for a reason that wasn't just, he was a popular character, so we brought him back, which is usually what happens when they bring back a dead character. I thought the villain was going to get on my nerves because it was obviously they were doing like a Donald Trump XP. But they actually did it in a way that didn't bother me as much as I thought it would, even though what they were doing was still very obvious.
Alright.
But I don't know if I thought it was that good.
What should I pair my prime rib up with?
What are the options?
I got a nice good quality mustard here. Nice good quality barbecue sauce, and I got A1. What do you think?
I'm a big fan of au jus sauce with prime rib, but of those options, I would probably go with... What was the second one you said before A1?
Barbecue sauce. Sweet Baby Ray's.
I would probably go with that.
Alright, fair enough.
Biohazard, Spider-Man 2 is one of the best superhero movies. I don't think it's the best, but it's on a pretty short list. I actually rewatched it a couple years ago, and it still holds up very well. Yes, Kyle, definitely. And Big Chungus, yes. I've seen you enough around here to do that. Obviously, the channel regular thing is going to be subjective on my part, but, you know, whatever. If people disagree with me, that's fine, but it's the determination that I'm going to make, and I'm not going to let anybody change my mind. But like Spider-Man 2, they don't make superhero movies like that anymore, man. And it's too bad. It's a very well done superhero film. And the thing is, it didn't have to be. The first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man was basically just a bunch of action sequences. And that movie was still very popular and it made a ton of money. So they could have just made another movie like that, and they didn't. They made a movie that actually had a resonant theme and really humanized Peter Parker, and they didn't have to do that, and I think that's cool, and it's too bad that some other movies don't. Like, I don't dislike the original Spider-Man. In fact, I think it's good. It did a lot of good laying of the groundwork for what came next in Spider-Man 2, but they really did stuff in 2 that they didn't have to do, and then they pulled it off really well. Why did my frame rate just go to
That's
shit?
great. One of your old videos just popped up in my recommended feed 7 years ago. Evaluating Ray Lewis Part 6. Dick Butkus.
Oh my god, that takes me back.
Oh, man.
That was back when I was doing things very differently and had much worse camera presence.
Oh, man. This also reminds me. I've shown you this one before. Like, I sent you the link to this playlist when you told me about you'd purchased the land because you were going to build your house there and all that stuff. That one guy, based construction grandpa, whose videos I've been watching for years. He started that series 3 years ago in 2017. Finally, after 3 years of working on his house, part 97, the 97th video that he's uploaded in this series. Finally, they get to the electrical work. And I'm like, son of a bitch.
Dude, my frame rate has gone in the toilet all of a sudden. This is barely playable all of a sudden.
Well, all I know is it's not my fault.
Huh. Wow. I almost kind of wish there was a way for me to kill myself so I could see if that fixed it. Could I exit out and come back in?
What do you mean, exit the game?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Okay, yeah. My frame rate has completely crapped itself.
Ouch.
Yeah, the new Spider-Man films were fine, but that's really all there is you can say about them. They're fine.
Oh man, I forgot about this. Do you remember when Adam Sandler's movie The Waterboy changed the course of NFL history?
No, you're gonna have to enlighten me.
They had Adam Sandler's best friend character in the movie was a black kicker, which completely broke new ground because before this movie had been made, a black man had never played the position of kicker in football. And after that, Adam Vinatieri was drafted, who is of course black, and became the greatest kicker of all time. That movie changed the course of America. It defeated racism, you could say.
But yeah, I don't know. I can't say I think the new Wonder Woman is worth getting HBO Max for, but there might be other stuff on HBO Max that you like.
I doubt it.
Also, you know, I'm not saying I love Marvel and think Marvel can do no wrong, but I really wish DC would learn how to shoot their action scenes. They always look stupid. There's too much slow-mo. Most of the Marvel films at least manage to have some momentum and kinetic energy in their action scenes.
That's the Zack Snyder effect. That's why he's the worst thing that's ever happened in movies. I seriously hate that son of a bitch. You have no idea. He's ruined so many fucking...
Well, maybe...
Why? God, this fucking retarded YouTube algorithm. I don't like fucking hip-hop. My God. I hate that fucking shit. Stop putting it in my recommended.
Kyle, at this point I would say just stay up, but it's totally up to you, my guy. Everybody's different. Everybody's going to have different priorities. Like, I think slow motion in action scenes can work. Like, I think it worked well in 300. I think the action scenes in 300 work very well. But I think in the superhero movies, which are, as Snack says, either spawned from or directly from Zack Snyder, I just don't think it works well. I think it kind of looks stupid. I'm tracking so much blood behind me right now, but I don't know what else I can do. Oh, yeah, Biohazard. Yeah, that is a cool idea. But I do wonder how the hell that's going to work. I'm literally getting like 3 frames a second right now. Kyle, I don't know. honestly, this is starting to really get on my nerves because now I'm getting like 1 frame a second. What the hell is going on?
Okay, I just alt that back in to check. My game's fine, dude.
Huh.
Is yours still messed up?
Yeah, dude, go watch the stream. I think you can see it on the stream, but I'm literally getting 1 frame a second right now, I think.
Alright. Oh my god. Yeah, I see it on your thing.
Huh.
Maybe try alt-tabbing and then re-tabbing back in. I don't know. Unless there's something on your alt-tab you don't want us to see.
No, I have it set up so you can only see my screen. I learned my lesson after a couple of close calls.
Whoa.
One time my brother, like, I accidentally left some stuff up on the computer when my brother was like 11 years old, and then I let him use it.
Uh-oh.
It was fine. You know, the amusing thing about them doing that thing with the new Spider-Man movie is that Tobey Maguire barely works as an actor anymore because he's notorious for being a gigantic prick. So I'm kind of surprised they're bringing him back to do this. I love the Raimi Spider-Man memes, by the way. There's a whole sub-community of people who make memes about Raimi Spider-Man. Those are phenomenal. Like, if I leave the game and come back in and you invite me, can I come back in? Do you know?
I'll give it a shot.
Because, yeah, I can't do this, so I'm just gonna exit.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay. Did that do anything bad?
No.
Okay.
You're starting the game or what?
Yeah, I'm coming in. Go ahead. Oh, looks like I can just... Okay, you might have to re-invite me.
Okay.
On the bed.
Alright, let's see here. Uh-oh.
Okay, why is it not letting me connect?
I did it, Father. I unlocked the ultra massaging instinct.
Are you winning, son?
Oh, right, I gotta chuck these bodies down there.
Okay, here we go. Alright. I think we're good. Yep, everything's fine now. David, I mean, what's the harm at this point?
What?
Like, okay, so today the 49ers beat the Cardinals. And the 49ers are out of the playoff race. They can't make it. They've been eliminated. But them beating the Cardinals today helps the Bears make the playoffs tremendously. So Kittle today after the game said in his post-game presser, he said he grew up a Bears fan, and the fact that we helped them today makes me happy. And somebody in chat was saying, like, it's kind of weird that he would say that given he now plays for the Niners. But I'm like, I don't know if that's... I mean, at this point, who cares?
Yeah, that's how it works. I mean, I remember, I'm old enough to remember when Jabari Parker was drafted to the Milwaukee Bucks, and he is from Chicago and grew up a Chicago sports fan. So, you know, he would praise the Bears. You know, piss off a lot of Packers fans.
Yeah. I remember, do you remember Josh Howard on the Mavericks?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a Redskins fan, and he played for the Cowboys, and sometimes he would piss off his Mavericks fans by saying good things about Washington.
That happens. My whole point is just like, this is not the first time this shit's happened, so... Not a big deal.
At least it's not as big of a deal as unlocking Ultra Misogyn Instinct.
Did it, Father? Oh no.
Probably gonna wash my face. Got all this shit all over it now.
Just kidding, Father.
So, like, I'll ask people, I'll be like, hey man, are you misogynistic? They'll be like, no. And I'm like, why not?
How many women have you met in your life?
Seriously?
I
I
remember
mean,
giving...
the best way to understand the logic of being a misogynist is to just think about gay dudes. They genuinely have no reason whatsoever to associate with women. And because they have no reason to associate with women, do they decide, you know what, women are nice, women are good people, I'm gonna have a bunch of women friends? No. No group that is more misogynistic than gay dudes. That kind of tells you all you need to know right there.
I'm gonna start getting these bodies you're checking down here into the incinerator.
Okay.
Okie dokie, boomer. And who can forget the greatest superhero cameo of them all, Macho Man Randy Savage in the first Spider-Man? That's another feather in the cap.
It also shows you how dated that movie is that Spider-Man used being gay as an insult, which was correct and extremely accurate of a thing to do.
Nice costume. Did your husband make it for you? Yes, he did. He worked very hard on it. Your views on gender constructs are out of date, Spider-Man.
You're on the wrong side of history, Spider-Man.
Yeah, I love it. Ravioli, ravioli, don't loot the velvet lollies. That's cool, Biohazard.
Is crab leafer.
Bonesaw, now might be a good time for you to get ready. That's my secret, Captain. I'm always ready.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for you to get back to the area that you were just at because I want to show you something.
Okay.
That'd be really funny.
Where are you?
Yeah, you should be able to see that. Okay, you see how I'm on this railing like this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, check this out.
What? Bruh.
Enjoy the mess, dude. Can I pick up this toilet? No.
Biohazard.
Yeah.
The name of the game is in the title of the video. I gotta refill my...
It's called 5'2" Balding Indian Janitor Simulator.
I'll be right back. I gotta refill my water.
Sounds good.
Okay, back.
Yeah, I gotta wash my face.
In real life?
It's always, yes. Every time I eat prime rib, so much of that stuff gets stuck in my teeth. I can't stand it. So
Yeah.
that and my beard's long enough that, like, when I eat food that's got sauce on it, like I put barbecue sauce on it, shit, it gets through a lot of it stuck in my hairs. So wash the face. It's pretty funny. I mean, you know, sometimes because, you know, girls don't know, they don't have beards. Sometimes I'll mention that shit. I'm like, yeah, you know, food and stuff gets trapped in it. They start going, ew, that's so gross. And I'm like, here, let me ask you a question. Have you ever gotten dirty before in your entire life? Did you just stay dirty forever? No, you cleaned up after yourself. I know how filthy you women can get. But you got a reputation of being clean because you actually fucking wash yourselves. You just think I don't? What the hell's the matter with you?
Moogle has convinced himself that women don't fart, so there's that.
Do you remember that picture of the dog on Leo posted? Oh man. I'll post that dog. That's what I think of anytime rap gets brought up now. That shit was so hard. Oh Jesus. Whew. Fuck, my stomach hurts now. I'm having that desire again to play the Mass Effect trilogy. You gotta stop me from doing it because I don't have the money to buy this crap, so I'm gonna go into debt.
You gotta take out a loan?
Exactly. Get a loan of $250. Crap. Oh.
No, Snacks does not stream Biohazard. He's just a guest star on this stream, a frequent recurring guest star. He's like the Kelsey Grammer of this stream.
Yeah.
Man,
I really don't think anybody would want to watch my stream.
the people in my stream actually are never going to get that Kelsey Grammer reference.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, Kelsey Grammer is the most frequent recurring guest character on The Simpsons. Because he actually plays a character on that show, not himself.
There we go.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Sent you the picture.
Oh God. Oh, that's bad.
I'm sure that's Moogie's fantasy right there.
Mm-hmm. Need a dispenser here, need a dispenser here.
Oh my goodness. Everywhere. Oh, never mind. You don't need a broom. You don't have to pick it up, but there if you want it.
The froglet is also cursed.
My favorite Simpsons line of quote for a long time.
Which one?
The whole Frogger thing. The toppings contain potassium benzoate, all that shit.
That is a pretty good one. Yeah, David, Robbie Gould has been one of the 3 best kickers of the last 10 years, probably, or maybe even reaching back further than that.
Was better than Adam Vinatieri, the first black kicker.
The first black man in space. The only thing I don't like about this map in terms of the actual gameplay of cleaning it is there's so much green blood.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't like that there's a lot of stuff that's still dirt and dirtiness, but we're not able to clean it.
That's true,
We
too.
just have to accept it.
I actually ruined one of Mughul's favorite waifus for him by telling him that it's canon that she farts a lot. He was really upset at me for that.
How often does he actually take a woman out to eat and then like stay with her afterward? When you've been in a long-term relationship for a long enough period of time, like they'll just fucking let that shit go, dude. Like, I got no idea. I mean that was a very early red pill for me to the point where I'm like, this is why I'm surprised. I'm sitting here like, you didn't know? Like, women are way filthier than guys are, and that goes all around, you know. Like, I just remember, you know, the meme image, damn bitch, you live like this. That's a lot of women these days. Guys are pretty much only like that if they're, like, crushingly depressed, like withered Wojak levels of fucking depressed.
Biohazard. I don't watch a ton of anime anymore, so my favorite waifu is still probably my first waifu, which was Anzu / Taya from the original Yu-Gi-Oh series, because I watched that a lot when I was, like, just becoming a teenager.
I don't even remember who my waifus are. Way too long since I watched some animes. What do you mean by it's canon that she farts a lot? Like, that's like the source of her power or some shit?
No.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's one of the characters, one of the girls in Sailor Moon, the most actually attractive one. It's actually canon that she farts a lot.
What the hell do you mean it's canon that she farts a lot? Just somebody, hey, does this character fart? And he's like, oh, all the time.
No, it's Sailor Venus. So there's one chapter in the original Sailor V manga, codename Sailor V, where she actually uses her farts to beat a villain.
Oh my god.
She ate too many sweet potatoes for lunch that day, and then ends up just using them. And also in the actual Sailor Moon manga, there's this one of the main characters in Sailor Moon is a Shrine Miko. And, you know, she's the same age as all the other girls. They're all 14 years old, but she's, like, very spiritual. She's not materialistic at all. She lives a lifestyle that is radically different from every other girl. You know, she doesn't watch TV. She doesn't care about, like, buying material things. So they're, like, asking her questions because they find it so strange that a teenage girl wouldn't be thinking about boys and shopping all the time. So they're asking her questions like, you know, do you watch TV, etc. And then one of them asks, do you fart? And it makes her angry because it's an idiotic question. And then at the end of the chapter, she finally answers the question. She's like, no, I don't fart, unlike some people around here. And then there's like a little text bubble pointing at Sailor Venus that says, farts a lot.
That's horrible.
Mughal did not appreciate that when I informed him of that. He wished he did not know that.
Well, again, I'm just sitting there like this. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, Biohazard. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was kind of the normie anime that I grew up with. For a lot of people, it was Naruto. For a lot of people, it might have been... I don't want to say Cowboy Bebop, because that's not really a normie anime. Pokemon's a normie anime. Like, Cowboy Bebop is actually credible.
I don't really have anime waifus. It's like, I've got plenty of waifus and other sources of fiction, but not really anime. Anime is kind of just boring, you know?
Yeah, you can have video game
in
waifus.
regards to the female characters, kind of a deal. You know.
Well, there are a lot of
fantasy there, because
there are a lot of
I
video game waifus. Like Persona has waifus up the ass. Mughul's #1 waifu is Asuka from Evangelion, who for some reason keeps showing up in like right-wing anime memes. Like she's always getting used in red-pilled memes for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, is she the cat girl that goes a woo?
No. She's the redhead from Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I never watched that.
Oh, okay.
You gotta understand, I watch a lot of anime, but it's not the animes that other people have watched. It's stuff that people have never fucking heard of.
I don't know if I consider Dragon Ball to be a normie anime biohazard. It's the thing with
yeah, I just reminded myself. I do have anime waifus, but they're monster girls. So, you know, I don't know if that would count.
I guess it does.
Yeah. I really like centaurs. So in Monster Musume, I really like Soraya, the centaur. But I mean, that's largely just because she's the only centaur character. You know, if there were other centaur characters, I might prefer them better. I don't know.
Apparently, Alex Rodriguez has a portrait in his house of himself as a centaur.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know if I consider Dragon Ball to be a normie anime because it does have some credibility.
Dude, it 100% is a normie anime. Pretty much invented shonen.
I guess. When I think normie anime...
But pretty much everybody's seen it. You know, even people who's like, oh yeah, anime's dumb. Like, people who don't even know what anime is. Who's like, anime, what's that? Watching your Japanese... Like, they refer to Dragon Ball as a cartoon. Still seeing that shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I feel like the thing with a normie anime is that it sucks, and you only don't realize it sucks because you're a little kid when you watch it, like something like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon. To me, Dragon Ball has a little more credibility than that.
But Yu-Gi-Oh! Didn't suck. What are you talking about?
The English dub sucked.
Oh. What dub doesn't suck? Come on.
The Digimon dub didn't suck. I mean, it had problems. It could have been better, but as far as dubs go, they did the best they could given the, you know, soccer moms they had to deal with. Somebody in chat knows what Monster Musume is, and they really like it, so...
Hey! A fellow connoisseur of fine degeneracy. Which is your favorite, then? I gotta tell you, I'm also really partial to bat creature ladies, and I would post a link to what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about is straight up hentai, and probably shouldn't be posting a link to that in Joker's YouTube chat.
Yeah, don't.
I'm also not gonna put it on the Discord because it's filled with 11-year-olds, and I'm not gonna show Joker either because he would not like it. He would think that I was some sort of crazed degenerate, and I mean I am. But
Babyface, this is the janitor game. You've never seen me play this game before? It's a game where you're a janitor.
We played this game on Christmas. Like what was it? Like 2 days ago we were doing the Vulcan.
It was more than 2 days ago, but we did play it very recently, yeah. Okay, somebody in chat, in response to your question about Monster Musume, says the slime. Which I guess is a character in that show, or manga, or whatever.
I mean, I can understand it, but at the same time, that's never really been my style, so I can't understand
Says
too much.
The slime is the best girl.
I mean, hey, different strokes for different strokes. Cause that's the response I usually get when I say I'm in a centaur. Is just like, yo, but bro, horse pussy. And I'm all like, dude, it's a centaur though. How could you not? They're so cool. Because I mean, that kind of thing just goes around all over the place, you know. Like guys that really like lamias, and I'm like, hey, cloaca, like, don't give me that shit. talking about something that's obviously not real. I can headcanon that, you know, that's got a nice human feel to it all I want. Don't kink shame me.
I think the most normie anime is Naruto. I think that if I had to pick one anime to be the most normie anime, it's Naruto. The only reason why I could be convinced that it's Dragon Ball is because that appeal was even beyond that of anime.
I think that the most normie anime is probably Inuyasha.
That's a decent candidate, but I think Inuyasha is not that bad, is the thing. I don't consider...
Well, this is the main issue that you're having, is that you're associating normie with bad. I'm talking about mass appeal and shit that people are most likely to have seen.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I associate with normie, is that, you know, it's like, hey, it's not anywhere near as advanced enough as the, you know, the, like... If I showed normies some of the Monster Musume shit, they would be like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? They'd be looking to have me locked up in a funny farm kind of shit. As opposed to if I was like, yeah, you know, I really like Dragon Ball. Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah, I like when they go Super Saiyan.
Yeah. I remember when I was like 10 or 11 or 12 years old, there was this one set of cartoons I watched grow up. It was called a Fox Box on Channel 13. And that's where Digimon was, which I watched. They had other shows I didn't watch, like Metabots, Fighting Foodons. There was this one show that was on Fox Box for maybe a few months called Escaflowne. And that was the first, like, real anime I ever watched. And I remember watching it for a little bit, and it just felt different. And then they just stopped showing it. But that was the first real non-normie anime that I ever saw. I didn't even know that anime was a thing. And I didn't know what it felt like or anything until I watched Escaflowne for a little bit.
When I was a kid, there was this one cartoon I really liked. And everything got super duper explained as I got older. And I looked it up because I was like, hey, I remember that cartoon when I was a kid. It's called The Big Guy and Rusty the Boy Robot.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out that the reason that I loved it was because this is actually based off of a comic book series. It was made by Frank Miller, who also participated with the cartoon. And they had Arlie Ermy was a character on the show. And it was just really good. But I like it, you know. Shamelessly patriotic stuff, which I always appreciate. Check out this this intro. You might have seen it. I might have posted it before, but man, this just slaps, man. It's fucking.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that before. But yeah, of the what I can loosely refer to as anime, like I don't even really consider Pokemon to be anime. It's there's nothing anime about it. It's.
Oh yeah, you're right. Pokemon's the most normiest anime of all time because like everybody knows what the fuck Pokemon is.
Yeah, and
Bill Cosby knows the Pokemon.
I don't know. I don't really consider Pokemon to be. It doesn't even feel like an anime at this point. It's just it's basically an American cartoon.
I know what you're saying.
The only quote-unquote anime that I watched when I was a kid that I think is still credible is Digimon. And that had dub problems, but it maintained the good character development from the original series, and that's kind of what matters. The character development still translated. The things that made it work translated.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, Avatar is literally not anime. Biohazard, it's literally made in America.
Yeah, it's... See...
It's inspired.
Right, anime is a shortened version of animation. And it's referring specifically to Japanese animation, which is a fancy way of saying Japanese cartoons. So something, like Joker said, inspired by, but like the original Teen Titans cartoon, before they started doing Teen Titans Go and all that other shit, that was heavily inspired by anime too. In fact, the Teen Titans movie that they had was the Teen Titans Go to Japan, and there was a fucking shitload of anime references in that movie. It doesn't make it an anime. It's quite literally not. It's a cartoon that was not made in Japan.
Persona video games are video games are animes in video game form. So is Danganronpa. And those have enjoyed good Western success, so...
So is Metal Gear.
In a way, yeah. The funny thing is, there's this one girl...
Metal Gear is basically if James Bond was an anime.
Mm-hmm. You know, the funny thing is, I know this one girl. I've been friends with her for a long time. And she used to be a huge fan of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, right?
Oh boy.
And the reason why she wanted to start playing Metal Gear Solid games was because she heard people say Metal Gear Solid and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure have a lot in common.
Oh my god, no, please God. I mean, Revolver Ocelot would fit pretty well into the JoJo universe. Oh man. Love reloading during a battle.
And she
You're
is
pretty good.
played through the entire Metal Gear Solid franchise, and she likes it a lot. And she has picked up on some of the parallels.
Alright, I'm making a bunch of incinerator trips.
Now, this friend that I know, she's pretty much moved on from her JoJo phase. She's, you know, I mean, it's a really stupid, ridiculous anime.
Yeah.
Like, there's not much to it.
The memes about it have long ago descended far beyond the actual quality of the anime itself.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, one of the oldest fucking 4chan memes is actually a JoJo reference. The whole Zawurudo thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the steamroller, reed, that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, not a whole lot of people know. God damn it. Not a whole lot of people know that because they didn't know that JoJo was that old. I don't really know why it's seen a resurgence.
One thing is, there's a ton of references to JoJo in modern media that people don't even notice. Like, Pokemon anime actually had a lot of references to JoJo with some of the poses the characters would do. And there's no way most people picked up on that.
Plus, I mean, is this a JoJo references? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, babyface, I'm gonna try Phasmophobia one of these days. Well, yeah, 13. People who watch JoJo and don't like it basically say that. Yeah, it's just a bunch of overly masculine characters doing gay poses.
I really like the Thought Patrol one.
Yeah, that's a
He
great
just
one.
once said, if she breathes, she a thought. Isn't that right, Kakyoin? Yep. Oh, man.
The
Kakyoin's
Thought
so
Patrol.
sad. Unfathomably based, Kakyoin.
Thought status. Patrolled. Yeah, VGK Tigers, I heard about it. I didn't watch it, though. I didn't watch any basketball today.
It was 1770, and I wish I...
Oh my god, it's impossible to carry buckets through these goddamn tunnels. The physics system makes it suck. Literal booty cheeks. Hey, Introverted, welcome.
Oh, right. I just remembered. One of these tunnels, like, hasn't even been cleaned at all yet. I'm just trying to remember where the hell it is.
Yeah, I'm getting lost, too. Introverted, there's no way this is going to be a 24-hour stream.
Why?
Unless you guys were willing to pay me a lot of money, there's no way. And even then, probably not.
And donate $1,500 to this web zone for a 24-hour stream. Okay, here it is.
For $1,500, I would do a 24-hour stream, but that's basically what my rate of pay at my job, so... Okay. Jaden Bennett says you should check out the Halloween DLC map in this game. I think I have it, but I'm not sure.
No, the House of Terror is a lot like the Vulcan affair, where that needs to be purchased too. What we get for free with purchase of the game, the DLCs, is Santa's Rampage, the Christmas map, and the Shadow Warrior thing.
No.
Fuck that.
By the way, I'm not going to be able to really take advantage of this because of my computer, but did you know you can actually set the physics quality higher in the options menu?
Oh.
Go to options and scroll all the way down on the system.
I'll keep that in mind, but I highly doubt it's going to make any kind of difference, because I have the same physics experiences as the guy that speed runs on YouTube. And I've got to imagine he'd have that setting at the highest for whatever would make it more convenient, because you know he needs it to be. He can't waste time on the physics system being retarded.
Gen Z wanted to cancel Fortnite because cop cars were in the game. See,
Yeah, my physics quality is already at the highest.
Oh, okay. See, I thought Gen Z was better than this. I missed the Gen Z that when Fortnite did the Black Lives Matter event where they had Van Jones giving a speech on a gigantic screen in-game, they would start throwing tomatoes at the screen.
That's hilarious. Well, the thing is, you know, is that Gen Z is just like every other generation, which is that it's not a monolith. You know, you can't sit here and say this is Gen Z when a couple of youngsters go out and do something based. Neither can you say it's Gen Z when a couple of youngsters go out and do something hilariously unbased. You know, it is what it is.
Introverted, I beat Captain Rex handily.
Yeah, Captain Rex actually had to retire. No, seriously, like, I know that a lot of you guys are roasting Owen for that shit, I get it. But, like, it's just a game, dude.
Yeah.
Just calm down a little bit. It's just going a little too far, I think.
I think most of it was just barbershop stuff.
Hey, he's playing it, look, like, the other day, when we were playing that golfing game the first time, I was using a controller and Joker wasn't, so I was kicking his ass. But I'm not like dunking all over him like, oh man, you know, you've been playing golfing games forever, and I just picked this. Like, no, it's like, dude, it's just why would you do that shit? It's just a game.
Jaden Bennett, I still think that it is. I still think Gen Z is more conservative than any generation in recent history.
And that's very true. According to exit polls, they voted for Trump in larger numbers than any other generational group, except for those over the age of 70.
Yeah, I think they're more conservative than baby boomers, and
they are. That goes without saying.
Now, that
the
being
question
said,
is, though, how much you trust exit polls.
Well, it's not just exit polls. You also have opinion polls. Like, Gen Z's in opinion polls tends to actually be more socially conservative than recent generations, which is a big surprise because social conservatism is trying to be turned into a four-letter word.
Right. It is very nice to see that, though. We were having this discussion earlier where we were talking about gay people. I don't care what people do as long as it's not bothering me. But there is a point, however, where if the evangelicals of the 90s have taught us anything by being completely right about everything they said would happen after gay marriage was legalized, it's that sometimes you have to draw a line in the sand, even if it seems fucked up or inappropriate or anything else. It's necessary, because the alternative is exactly what you see nowadays. They fucking told us if you legalize gay marriage, it won't be long before there's a push to normalize pedophilia, and you see this weird tranny shit that's going on, and exactly that ended up happening. Now, I don't think that's the fault of gay people who wanted to get married. I just think that that's... like, it happens in every society every time they start doing this kind of shit. Just look at Weimar Germany. There's a reason why the German people voted Hitler into power, and it's not because they all got together one day and collectively decided that they hated Jews. Because they just put up with, like, almost a decade of child prostitutes. And they were like, you know what? This is This is definitely not what all of our sons went off to go get killed in the Great War for. So let's try to fix this shit. So you know, you don't draw a line in the sand. Eventually, there's going to be something somewhere. You know, I like that JFK quote: "Those who make peaceful revolution impossible make violent revolution inevitable." And I bring that up right now because certain things in the world will happen. There will be a reaction to different things. So you can either choose to do it diplomatically or you can just do it violently, but it's going to happen. A good example is people realizing that socialism doesn't work. You can either do it peacefully by attempting to debate with them and show them evidence of all the different countries where they tried it and it didn't work and hope that they actually listen, or you wait until they enact socialism and then have to shoot your way out. But, you know, either way, there's going to be a conflict of some sort to get people to realize that socialism doesn't work. So would you rather end up like Eastern Europe, or would you rather end up like...
Would you rather do this the Pinochet way? Take a third option. Just throw them all out of helicopters.
Yeah, that works too.
Introverted Tree asks, who's normalizing pedos? Have you not seen the ANCAP memes? What if the child consents, though? Come on. You guys must have seen this one.
Because you're actually not aware of that. There's a large group of people who are trying to get a P added to the alphabet soup rainbow, and there's a lot of people who are trying to redefine pedophiles. Instead of calling them a pedophile, they want to call them a minor attracted person or a MAP.
Yeah, MAP.
I would Google into that whole thing. Google minor attracted persons. Although that might end up with you on a list or something. But hey, fuck it, whatever. We're all on lists. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you actually want to know who's trying to normalize pedophilia, well, those guys. I mean, I remember when I was growing up, NAMBLA was like one of the worst fucking things ever. You know, people hated NAMBLA more than they hated the Klan. And now NAMBLA is like able to operate out in the open, kind of just like, yeah, you know, it's a different time, and people are starting to realize that love is love. Not exactly an ideal situation.
Yeah, Dora the Explorer is going to get canceled because of maps, I think.
Jesus Christ. That's fucking disgusting. You know what? We're not even close to being done on this map, but I'm done. Like, this is far enough.
What do you mean?
I don't care. I'm saying I want to finish.
I mean, do you think we'll get fired?
No, not even close.
Oh, okay. Well, if we don't get fired, I don't care. Do whatever you want.
Demoted.
Yeah, I don't care about getting demoted.
Neither do I. How do we do? 92%.
Yeah, see, that's fine. 92%, I mean, if our politicians were 92% competent, we would be ecstatic. If our school children got 92% of their homework and test questions correct, we would be thrilled. Why am I being held to a different standard? Alright, so it's past 1 o'clock. Are you done for the night?
Oh my god. Me, no, because I got up at 7. But, I know you're late.
Yep. Alright, guys. Thank you for the stream. Gonna see you guys tomorrow. Big game tomorrow. We'll find out a lot watching the game tomorrow. But I'll see you guys after. Peace out. Go